Welcome back to page 121. Thanks for tuning in. This is going to be a status update on the channel. I haven't done one of these in quite a while. I thought I'd take the opportunity to go back to what page 120 is and who I am. So I'll start with that. Page 121 was born out of COVID. I caught a severe case of COVID in March of 20 and took severe lung damage out of it, and that has left me with challenged breathing. I'm a lifelong asthmatic, and this thing didn't do me any favors. So as I found myself with extra time on my hands, I tried to think of something productive to do at that time, and I realized I had a mammoth role-playing collection and comic book collection. I thought, well, I'll start a YouTube channel. So in October of 2020, that's what I did, and it became page 121. So that's where it's all started. Page 121. Why page 121? Because page 121 of the first edition Dungeon Master's Guide is where the listings for all the magic items start. And when I was new to AD&D and D&D in general, that was one of the things that got me most pumped about playing the game was the magic items. So I decided to name my channel for it. Plus, finding any kind of name for a YouTube channel is a lot more surprising than I thought. I started role-playing on April 20th, 1980. I don't know why I remember the date, but I do. It was a Sunday. A buddy of mine told me about this new game he had. Would I like to try it? I said, yeah. It turned out another friend of ours had bought the game also. So we started with the white box of basic D&D, original D&D as it's known now, and played that day. We played 3 games, all of which ended in total party kills. One DM by my one friend, then the next by my other friend, and the third one DM'd by me. So I DM'd D&D the first day I heard of it. I fell in love. I'm the only one of anybody that I played with originally who still plays. I've been playing actively now for over 43 years. I've played with I don't know how many people. It's a lot. And I still consider it one of the best games I've ever written. I started Traveler in March of 81. Brought in by one of the guys that I started with D&D on. He brought it back from college with him, told me about this great new game. I died in character creation and was smitten and have loved Traveler ever since. And in 82, I was given a box set of Champion 2nd Edition as a birthday gift by one of my buddies, and I was hooked on that. And those became the 3 big ones that we played through the 80s and into the 90s. Gamma World was in there and many, many others. Battletech saw its own place in the 90s. But in my primary group of those were all my friends who went into role-playing. The big 3 for us were AD&D, Traveler, and Champions. So there you have it. That's where I started from. I started buying comic books when I was a wee lad back in June of 72. Was when I've always had comics in the house. I had 3 older brothers. So I always had comic books in the house, and in June of 72, I decided to become a serious collector, and have never looked back from that hobby either. So that's who I am. That's how page 121 started. Now the update for the channel. As you probably can tell by now, I'm having a little bit of trouble with my breathing. Because of the lung damage I took from COVID, I've had some problems here and there, but I live just outside Chicago. We have had some of the worst air quality in the world for the last couple of days. This has left me unable to do much more than sit in a chair. So unfortunately, I haven't been able to make a lot of videos. The videos I have made have been short, and I'm going to have to continue that trend at least until my breathing comes back. The air is supposed to clear in the next day or two, and my breathing should follow that a couple of days later. So I may be down for a little while because of the air. Because of that Hobby Shop 1983, which is in production, I've already filmed a few of the videos for it, is going to be postponed, and I don't know when. I don't know when I'll be doing it. Believe it or not, these videos take a lot of research, and videos that particularly deal with a game system or individual books take longer research because I have to read everything, and I have to search my memories and look through some old notes I have and such, and that takes time. And it's time I have not had between my breathing and just nothing terrible, but some tough challenges in life in the last few weeks. My time has not been my own, and of course my breathing has not been my own. So I apologize because I'm delaying some videos. I'll never apologize for my breathing. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. So I will be doing Hobby Shop 1983. I hope it will still land in the summer. That I'm going to have to see how life goes. I am going to continue producing videos. They might tend to be shorter videos because those are easier for me to both research and film, and I don't need as much wind. My wind this week was so bad I actually had to cancel DMing a game this week. I didn't feel I had the wind to run a 3-hour game, and it turned out I wouldn't have. But we compensated by playing a 6-hand game of Spellfire, which was a lot of fun. I don't have to talk as much because everybody knows the rules. They don't need me to DM anything. I just play my own hand. So Spellfire is kind of night off for me, and that's what I took it as, and we had a lot of fun. By the way, Roy won, and very handily. And it took about 2 hours and 15 minutes, and then we played a very truncated game afterward that we had to call after about 45 minutes, and Craig won that one. The way we decide on the truncated ones who wins is we decide a time that will end, and then we count up the number of realms, unraised realms that the player has, and then we look at raised realms, then we look at holdings, and then so on down the line. So Craig had the most unraised realms in his formation at the end of the hand, so he won. So Roy won, congratulations, well done, Roy. And Craig won, congratulations, well done, Craig. So that's it for this video. I just want to let you know the channel is going to continue. There may be a little interruption here and there as I deal with some of this, but I'm going to try not to. When I'm feeling better and I have good wind, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to film whatever I can. And like I say, they may tend to be shorter ones that are easier on me, at least for the short term. And I may have to go with that. I hope you'll continue to support me. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. I would really appreciate it. The channel's growing. I'd like to keep it growing. I enjoy doing these videos. Generally, the responses show that everybody likes me doing these videos, so I'd like to continue doing them as long as I'm able. So, a little bit of a truncated schedule, but nothing bad. And hopefully it'll take care of itself in the next week or two, and I can go back to a regular schedule, and I can line up something for Hobby Shop 1983. If anybody doesn't know what Hobby Shop 1983 is, I did Hobby Shop 1982. It has its own playlist. I basically go back and look at stuff that was on the shelves on or before December 31st, 1982 in that case. And this will be anything that was on the shelves on or before December 31st, 1983. A little retrospective, a little memory of walking in the hobby store and seeing the brand new book and things like that. That's what it's for. The other update I want to bring before I close is Jump Point. Jump Point is going to happen. I will be running Traveler. It's going to be somewhere in the southwest suburbs of Chicago in an air-conditioned space. And that will be happening sometime in August. I will not have a firm date probably for another 2 weeks or so from the posting of this video. I apologize that I can't give you a firm date any further out than that, but the venue has some conflicts, and we agreed that I would get the date and then I would let everybody know the date and the location at that time. So it's going to be in the southwest suburbs of Chicago. It's a very nice facility. I think everybody will like playing there. I'm running Traveler. My son Adam is going to run first edition AD&D. He's an experienced DM. He's been DMing, oh gosh, he's got to be DMing about 9 years now. He's a very fun DM. He's got a good sense of humor. He keeps the game moving. I'm running Traveler, and I am working on a rather large play area for us that I hope will be completed by the time of Jump Point. This is a big project that I'm doing to be made out of Hearst Arts molds, and I'm not going to say anything more than that, but probably before Jump Point I'll do a big reveal video of what I've been working on. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for more. I'm going to be taking a look at a lot of stuff in the next couple of weeks. I've even got a video or two coming up for Star Frontiers, maybe some Gamma World. Champions hasn't proven very popular on the channel, unfortunately, neither is Spellfire, so I probably won't be featuring them, but I do feature some of those videos over in the Patreon section. Patreon, my minimum Patreon is $5. You can join for a month, watch everything that's on there, and then quit. That's fine. I don't care. I'd like the support, but I'll take what support I can get in any form. So please take a look at it and see if there's some stuff there you'd like to take a look at. But that's all I've got today. So I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for your support. And I'll see you next time on Page 121.